Hi, my name's Patrick Frediani, and I'm just going to be briefly talking to you today about primary research, um, using as examples my pre-production audience research survey for my FMP. I have my responses here, and I'm just going to talk about how my surveys link in with my audience research and my BBC Three and other websites like that results, and what my results tell me and how it's influenced my project. Through my first survey in the pre-productive stages of my course, um, this particular survey and part of primary research helped me and helped me further my idea and my cause, was because when I realised that the majority of people that I was looking for enjoyed drama-based comedy sketches, this made me really want to further the idea and really want to go with the idea and take it somewhere, because only thought that it would be a few percentile, like very much lower than it was, of people that would enjoy that kind of stuff, which surprised me. I also didn't think that the majority of people would say that they liked comedy sketches, and it worked in my favour that they did, and this further influenced me or pushed me and encouraged me to go in my direction that I did. When I asked people if they preferred visual or narrative based storylines or other, which would be performance based, I suppose, even though 55% people said visual, visual storylines was their way, was their preferred choice, a strong 40% still said narrative based was their choice, and I tried to appeal to the more performance based and narrative based scenes, although there are a few shot types, such as the POV shots and stuff like that in my story, that could also appeal to the visual based if they like nice just raw camera angles, I suppose. My other fourth question was about people liking the premise of my idea and getting feedback on that, and it was a very positive yes, which was happy and also made me further my idea because now I had the support of people. I then asked people for their opinion on entertainment dramas and their favourite, and the majority of people said that it was their favourite genre of television content, and that they thought it was creative and innovative and creative, which is what I've also thought, and this further made me want to pursue this genre and my idea even more after this, like I was sold after this. My sixth question was about asking people, do you watch any comedy based programs or films, which was very split. 48% said yes, 36% said no. 36% said sometimes, sorry, and 15% said no, so it was kind of all across the board, which I suppose can be a good and a bad thing. So maybe my product will help people come out of their shell and watch it and enjoy more comedy based things, which is a very positive thing in my opinion. My seventh question is about people thinking the idea could work, and it is a very clear yes, as you can see there. My eighth question was about people thinking that televised content on TV is more commonly accessed online rather than by people sitting down and physically watching the TV, which the majority of people agreed with or thought that's the thing that happens. My ninth question was about where people thought would be the best site for me to upload my YouTube channel, which social platform, which obviously is going to be YouTube because it's the most viewed video sharing website on the internet. And also 10 was asking people if they would perhaps watch my FMP once it's finished, which the majority of people said they would, and I think the majority of people that said maybe also watched it, so that was good. My pre-production research is linked and is directly connected with my audience research to do with BBC Three and their demographics and whatnot, because I was trying to appeal to their fan base or to their viewer base when I was asking these questions, because if I knew that these 16 to 34-year-olds, as you can see here, mainly 16, 17, 18 to 34-year-olds, if I could get their support and their knowledge on what I could do and whatnot, and if I got my feedback from them, my audience, or I'd like to think my audience, that they liked my idea and that they'd watch it, this obviously would make me go harder in trying to pursue it, and it actually did in the end. It made me in the end want to do it even more, and made my product become the reality you see it is now. So that is how the two things intertwine with each other, and how my BBC Three audience research and other channels like E4 and that link into my primary research and my surveys. Also, and I would like to quickly just do a quick rundown of my video, and I would just like to quickly talk about my video. My video was shot very simply in just a kind of back and forth continuation shot saga of clips, with a few close-up shots and extreme close-up shots like this thrown in from either character with some puzzled, bizarre looks. There were also a couple of nice shots that I really liked, such as the POV shot that is coming up here, and I really like that transition there because I think that it's livened up an otherwise dull shot, and the facial reactions from my actors and whatnot was perfect, and I really loved that. Compared to the rough edit, there's no comparison, just much more polished off product overall. You can clearly see that I went the extra mile. I managed to go into After Effects and get this red dot that was plaguing the first edit out by taking bits of a background, masking and feathering it over by cropping a bit of the background, putting it over like a fingerprint, and you can see here that it's animated but it doesn't look that bad. And yeah, just overall I really like this. It's just a much more better, smoother product overall. Just simple cut com, simple continuation clips, just normal cut, just cut, no special effects, just a raw footage based, raw audio based interview. And I really do like some of the shots that I did, and I really do enjoy how it came out overall, because compared to the rough edit, it's just no comparison. It's so much better. Just, I'm very happy, and the facial expressions and everything, and then completely disinterested, which is what I was going for. I'm just really happy overall of how it all came together. I think that my vision that I had right at the very beginning was met and probably bettered. Here I have my closing edits, of course, giving thanks to my actors and my camera operators and stuff, and yeah, and I'm just really happy with how it came out. One more time, I'm repeating myself now, but I really am, and it's much better than I could have ever thought it would be, compared to how I was filming it the first time when I was anxious about filming and whatnot. I never thought I would be able to produce something this good, so I'm just very happy overall in my reflective stages and hindsight now of how it could have been produced. The audio perhaps could have been better, I'm not going to lie about that. The buzzing noise and the staticky noise that came, which I did get out a little bit in the equalizer in Final Cut Pro by turning down the buzzing noise or putting on the option, and lowering all the clips to the same noise level, could have been better, but what are you going to do? Things like this are obviously going to happen, things are going to go wrong, and now we can only move forward with it. So yeah, here I am, Patrick Frediani. I was just talking about my pre-production primary research and how that linked into my audience research with TV companies, BBC Three, Young E4, young and old audiences. And I was also just looking back on my video and analysing and reflecting upon what happened in the end, and how I prefer it to rough edit, and how I feel overall of it. Okay, thank you for watching my thing, and yeah, bye.